Hello. Hey, y'all. Want to see if anybody wanted to talk. Curious about what happened with the car, if you're curious. Is anybody in here? I finished a hat that I was working on. It's Lazy Pom Pom. But I like it. I think it turned out pretty good. Blaine will probably get it because of the purple. Hello, hello. And I'm using the rest of that Lucky Penny mandala and some blue denim big twist to make a basket. Hello. Does anybody want to come in and talk? Hello, who's in there? Let's see. I see one person in there. Do you want to say something? I'm making the basket. I guess you saw the title. Is Blaine a bully? And what happened with the car? Because Blaine and I had to sign on the car together. I wouldn't say she's a bully. I would say she stood her ground. Hello, hello. Do y'all want to say hello to me? If any of you came in here last night, you would know that there was an issue with my car that somehow they finally figured out in the paperwork that my car was leased and not being sold to me for 19 months. So anyway, they called a bunch of times today trying to get me to come in and sign a contract, getting Blaine to come sign a contract to get a new car and tack that car on the end of it. And I said, Blaine's not going to go for that. So they wanted to call and harass her after work. And the district, not the district, I'm sorry. The DM there at Volkswagen called her, hey, Judy, I was going to tell you what happened about the car. Called Blaine, and he said, after the sales manager has been being rude to me for 2 days now and got rude with Blaine on the phone today. So then his boss, which is the manager of that Volkswagen facility, called Blaine and said, what can we do to make this right? The man that did this to you and your mom has already been fired. And what can we do to make it right? And to win your trust back and keep your business and keep your mom on the road. She said, I'll tell you what, we're not going to pay for that white car now, the one that I've been driving, for you to tack it onto the end of another vehicle. And my mom's been told now, that I was told today, that since it was on a lease, it was over the mileage limit. So I was going to have to pay like another $4,500 when I turned that car in, with us under the impression we were buying it. And Blaine was like, no, we're not paying anything on that white car, because she has the final say because of her signature. That's a long story. But anyway, while he had her on the phone, he was like, okay, this is what I'm going to offer you. Then she called me back, and after that, hello, hi. After that, the one that had been being snappy with me and her and calling us and texting us all day, harassing us, called Blaine, and Blaine said he was like dripping syrup talking. He was so sweet, asking what could he do for us. Turns out they were wanting me to get that other car, tack the white car, which is gray, the new one's gray, tack the white one on there, raise my payment, raise the interest, and make me pay for 84 months by tacking that white car on there. Blaine wasn't going to have it. She negotiated with them, and this is what we ended up getting, which, if you realize what the first deal was going to be a higher payment, 9.2% APR at 84 months by tacking on that white car. But since it wasn't our fault, and they had told us it wasn't our fault, the man got fired that had lease the car instead of selling it. Blaine got the manager, the general manager, that's what he's called, the general manager of Volkswagen there. He said, this is what I'll do. I'll keep your mom's payment the same because that's what she is used to handling. I will give you gap coverage on the insurance for free, which means if the car was totaled before it's paid for, the gap insurance would come up and finish paying it off. And I'll knock 12 months off and give it to you for 72 months. Take the white car completely out of the equation, kill that lease on there. So we talked about it with my other two daughters and discussed it and everything. It seemed like it was going to be a very great deal because my warranties and everything would start over and we wouldn't have that downtime of not having a vehicle and me having to worry about my daughter Amy's the only one that's not working outside the home, drive 50 miles to come get me to take me to an appointment. So that seemed to be the best thing to do. So you saw my question on there probably, is Blaine a bully? No, she's not a bully. She is very loving, very kind. But she just said, I'm tired of the baloney and we got to get this fixed. And we're not going to keep paying for a car that we thought we were buying it for 19 months. I finished the hat, y'all. See pom-pom? I could have made a video, but I just wanted to jump on here and catch y'all up on what was going on. I don't know if I told y'all last night, Jordan and I are getting that house. So we're going to spend this next week packing boxes. I won't be doing much crochet, but right now I'm making a basket, a round basket. Doing half doubles so I can try to do it tight with a J. So tell me what y'all are up to today. It says 3 people in here. Yeah, I am too, Holly. I'm telling you. For 2 days, it's been on my mind. I've been praying about it. I've talked to my mother and my children about it. What's to do? See, I'm widowed. I don't have a husband or anything to help me make decisions like that. And I think the reason they were bugging me all day today, my daughter Amy brought this up, and my mother brought it up that maybe they understand their mistake. And with Blaine and I being upset because 19 months of paying on something that we thought we were buying and it being a lease, they were trying to figure out how to keep us from going and fighting it. Remember, Judy, we were talking about doing something. I even talked to my kids about that. I said, y'all know I don't want to sue anybody. I'm not that kind of person. I don't want to try to get something for free. I don't mind having a payment. I will pay for what I have. But I feel like the last 19 months is just, you might as well have stuck that money in a shredder. So anyway, Blaine didn't bully her way in. She just said, we're not doing this, this, and this. And what can you do about that? So the general manager, made her happy about the deal. We read the papers from every word on them all the way down before we signed anything. So I got the car for the same payment, 72 months at 5.9% interest instead of the 9.2. And they knocked off, 72 months, they knocked off 12 months. Otherwise, we had already discussed it last night and earlier this morning. We were going to break the lease on the white car. They said they would not sue us for it because it was that other man's mistake. And just me save my money from making the payment, to buy something else. So it all turned out good because the warranty and everything started over. So I'm happy with it. I'm just so thankful the payment didn't go up too. Y'all know, being on disability, once you get your bills set, that's what you live by to keep everything on track. And then my friend Michael, some of y'all might have heard me talk about him. He's blind. He wanted to go eat Mexican. He lost his daddy last week. So him and me and Jordan went to eat after we brought Blaine back home. And he just messaged me a few minutes ago and said his blood pressure just skyrocketed. He got sick. He thinks it was the stress because the restaurant was really crowded with lots of children, and they had a TV going, and music. Why would you have a TV going and music? People talking, dishes clinking. It was loud. I think it was too soon for him to get out and about, being, still grieving his dad. He feels so bad because the day his dad died, he tried to call Michael, and Michael missed the call. And just a short time later, he was getting a call from his uncle that his dad had passed away. He had a massive heart attack. So he's grieving the fact that he missed that call. It was, it would have been possibly the last time he'd have got to hear his daddy's voice. So it was a sad situation. I think it was just too soon to be going with noise and stuff. And I'm just working with these scrap balls, trying to not start a big project because of moving. My grandkids love the baskets. I have a wooden shelf that my brother made and have little baskets on it with toys. And each one of my grandkids have their own basket. Now, sometimes I'll surprise them, put a little something in their basket. So I need to make a couple of more baskets. It's a great way to work up your scraps. I've got these little baskets all over the house. Like in the restroom, doing Jordan's medical stuff, I have a basket of the disposable gloves. I have baskets in the closet with like hair ties for the girls. All kind of baskets. I don't like boxes and things like that sitting around. I'd rather use a basket to put stuff in, organize. They're just pretty. And they're all different colors because they're out of scraps. Now I had some I forgot what it was called, but it was home decoration, maybe called home deck yarn a couple of years ago, and made Blaine I made her a set of 3 really pretty baskets to put on top of her desk. She keeps all her little sock yarn in it. I'm just rambling on, just sitting here killing time, y'all, before I lay down, try to get some sleep. But I just wanted to catch y'all up on what was going on with the car. And Judy, you gave some good advice. I had actually already contacted an attorney's office today, waiting for the attorney to call me back Monday. Oh, and one other thing. One of my friends mentioned about the tag, that when you buy a new car, the tag's going to be high. The tag for that other house was $520. And we just renewed the tag 6 months ago. So it'll have 6 months of credit on it. But I asked Blaine about that. I said, what about the tag? Do you think they would finance the tag in there? And what they did is we're going to use the tag off the white one for the credit, the 6 months credit. And Volkswagen is going to cut me a check next week. They're paying off that white one and everything. And then they're going to cut me a check after that goes through for $300 to go with my tag, the credit, to get the new tag. So they're actually helping get my tag, because I told them. I mean, they're like, the one that was being rude, his name is Drake. Y'all don't know who he is, and I don't know his last name. But Drake was like, you expect us to buy your tag? I said, I have no money right now. This was y'all's issue, not mine. I'm on disability. And then if you want me to pay a $530 payment the first of the month, I can't pay a $500 tag and a $500 payment. My disability is only $1,024. So I said, I can't do both of that. So unless you put that tag in there somewhere, you could finance it in there with it, then no, I'm not going to be able to get a tag. So they're behind my tag, basically. I'm going to use the credit off that one, but they're paying the rest. So pretty much. And it seems like they're just giving us stuff, and that's not the case. Judy, you know all the details about how they messed us over with the lease thinking we were buying it. So, Blaine had to just tell them how it was going to be, as far as we're not going to be bullied anymore into, I don't know if it was because Derek, the one that sold us the car, was in a hurry to make the sale and did the paperwork wrong. We don't know exactly what went wrong, but I'm glad it's fixed. So this will be my last car. I'm hoping the rest of my life it's going to run good. Oh, and they're on the warranties and all, they're going to take care of it for the first 3 years. So that's good. And then the second 3 years, I'll have to do the oil changes, tire rotations, and new tires and things like that. But for the first 3 years, they're going to do it, which is wonderful. I just have to take it every 3,000 miles to get the oil changed, and then they'll start, like, I think it's after 5 or 6 months or however many miles, they'll start checking the tires and stuff and rotate them or put new ones on them if it needs it. And this one is called Platinum. It's called Platinum Gray Metallic. It's a dark gray, but if you get it real close and look, it looks like it's got those little glittery, like a shimmer to it. It's pretty. It's just gray, dark gray. But it's a pretty dark gray. And the decals that came in from Temu yesterday, I'm going to let Jordan put them wherever she wants to on the car. She was so tickled today, y'all. I don't know if y'all know much about her. Hey, Sandra. Jordan, you got your headset on? Okay, she got her headset on. Jordan is autistic and also has mild MR. I don't like using those words, which means mild retardation. So she is basically about like a 7 or 8 year old. So Kendrick, or calling him Ken, is the salesman that helped us with this deal. And he just kept apologizing over and over about what was going on with the debacle of the car. And over there, they have like free fountain drinks, and they make popcorn and stuff. And he's like, Jordan said, Mama, I want some popcorn, but there's none made. Yesterday, Ken made her popcorn. We got there today, and he was like, he gave her a fist bump. He said, hey, lady, I know you want some of that popcorn fresh and hot. And she said, oh, yeah. And she got tickled over that. And so he went in there and made her some fresh popcorn. And then they had these, and I don't know if y'all know, she collects Matchbox cars. Her favorite toys is her Matchbox cars. He gave her a little Volkswagen Bus and a little Volkswagen Beetlebug, and you pull them back and let them go, and they're so cute. So she's been in there playing with those this evening. And basically, whenever I have a car, I always tell her it's her car, because the reason I have to have a car a way to go is to keep her for her appointments and stuff. She has a lot of doctor's appointments. So we always say it's her car. I let her pick. She got to choose between black, white, silver, or the dark gray. And she chose the dark gray, which I would have chose too. And then she gets to put her decals and stickers on there tomorrow. And she doesn't drive or anything. She always sits behind me. If I'm in the passenger seat, she sits behind me. If I'm in the driver's seat, she sits behind me. She said she just feels safe that way. What's up with y'all? Y'all tell me what you're doing on a Saturday night. Y'all could be out on a hot date or something. 9 o'clock at night. I talked to Blaine just a few minutes ago again, and she was already in her bed. She's like, I'm so exhausted. She had a very busy day today. And then went down there with me to Volkswagen after she got off work. And I was telling you about Michael. Judy, he is always picking at me. If you know anything about the Bible, then you may have know about Ruth and Boaz. He's always picking at me about, I could be his Ruth. He could be my Boaz. He would marry me and take care of me and all that. But I never take him seriously, because we have nothing in common other than we like to go out to eat once in a while. I've known him, I guess, about 12 years. And he's been bugging me about getting married for 12 years. I'm like, no, thank you. We usually, him and me and Jordan, sometimes Blaine would go back when she lived with me, and Mia, go and get something to eat and then take him back home. That's how much time we spent together. That's it. I don't think I ever want to be married again. I don't have to fight with anybody over the remote and stuff when the grandkids are not here. Oh, I'm sorry. Major back pain. I'm sorry. That's hard. Actually, I've been, praise God, my back has been feeling better. My knee, my left knee that hasn't had surgery is the one that's been bothering me for the last couple of days. But with this weight loss, my sciatica has uh, relieved a little. It's not as excruciating. It's tolerable most times. But I know about back pain. Is it sciatica or scoliosis? Yeah, back pain's horrible. That's one of the worst pains. I'm making a round basket. You're not going to be able to see it. It's not showing up, but it's this Mandala Lucky Penny and Blue Denim Big Twist. It's coming out pretty. I wish y'all could see the color, but I don't think you can. Nope, it's not going to come up true to color. It kind of just looks blah, but it's pretty. It looks like a blue denim speckle. Sciatica. Is it running down your right side? Everybody I know that talks about sciatica, it's down the right side, and it goes like, starts in your back and goes down your butt cheek and down into your leg. Oh my goodness. Yep. That's probably what it is. I've heard some people talking about doctors going in there and cutting that nerve. I'd be kind of scared of that. I've had shots in my back because of it, but the shots really didn't help. All it did is it run my sugar up. The worst sciatic pain I had in my life was when I woke up from my right knee surgery in 2018. The sciatica kicked in, and then having to deal with that whole side of my body hurting. I would just lay in the bed and cry, telling Blaine, I just don't even want to get up. And I talked to my doctor about it with my checkup, and he said a lot of people wake up with that because the type of bed they move you onto to do your knee surgery is a hard piece of metal. There's no cushions, and you're out of it. And they need you on that solid because of how they. Have you ever seen? You should watch a video if you don't have a weak stomach. Watch a video on knee replacement and how they exercise your leg and move it. Like, they're rough with it when you're sleeping. But they got to be sure that it's going to work and everything correctly before they send you to recovery. So I woke up with that sciatic pain, and it just went on and on for months of me getting to the point of just telling my doctor, I can't handle it anymore. I just want somebody to, I don't know, reach in there and pull it out. But if you have a weak stomach, don't watch that. Don't watch that kind of surgery. They wanted me to watch it to know what I was getting into when I had my surgery. But my left knee, they're wanting to replace it. I don't want them to. And for the last 2 days, it's been popping and clicking. So it's hurting pretty bad. It's really weird because it pops and clicks when I'm walking. But when you're starting to sit down and when you're standing in front of a chair and you're starting to sit down, more pressure gets put on your leg. And then when I get down in the chair, a sharp pain. It's like somebody stabbing and twisting in that knee for a few seconds. And I've been having to use my cane because I feel like it's going to give. When you're walking, it just like... So I think it's just a flare up though. It'll get better. I'm not going to have the surgery. With that issue with my heart, with the last surgery, it kind of scared me. So I'd rather have a bum knee and a healthy heart than to go through the heart problems again. I think I messed up on my decrease, but that's okay. It doesn't have to be perfect. I mean, my increase. What am I saying? I'm increasing. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, that's right. Oh, I have a question for y'all pertaining to crafting. Getting better, but then today got in the tub of hot water, so the problem was getting. Yeah. Woo. Blaine used to have to help me get up out of the tub. I got me a shower chair now, but I miss, being able to get down in the tub. Can't do it unless one of my daughters are here to help me get up. Okay. I have a question for y'all about crafting. My mom wants to make what's called the Moses basket. And she's already picked what yarn she wants. She wants I forgot the color. It's a Red Heart Super Saver, but it's kind of like a tan. It kind of looks like the color of rope, what you consider the color of rope. Yeah, I can't get out of the tub. Yeah. I got my shower chair. Well, actually, my mom bought the shower chair on her insurance card, her United Health Youth card. And because when I got my United Health U card in January, I bought her a raised toilet seat. So then she got her U card in June, and then she bought that for Jordan and me. It may be buff. Okay. It's called the Moses basket because she's got a little Indian doll, porcelain doll, and she wants to display that doll in the basket in her house. So it's called the Moses basket. Her hands are old and frail, so she does not crochet near as tight as I do anyway. But what could she use to hold with the yarn, possibly, to make the sides of the basket come up and stand up stiff? Because like making this basket, if you don't do it stiff, those sides are going to collapse. So hers is going to be kind of square, at the rounded off corners, but say long enough for her doll, and what do you say, about this wide? Probably 8 or 10. Yeah, probably about 8 or 10 inches wide, maybe, and about a foot long, I think. Maybe it's 6 or 7 inches. Anyway, she's worried about the sides collapsing. And I thought that I saw somebody use clothesline rope, but I'm not sure. Hold it with the yarn. Well, see, I double my yarn for my little baskets, but I crochet extremely tight. See how that's already starting to, you can take this out there and just about play a frisbee with it. My mom can't crochet that tight. So that's what I told her. I was like, what if I would even help her get more yarn and hold, 3 or 4 strands together to make it look like it's a rope and to make it thicker. But I just don't know if she can crochet tight enough. But I don't want to discourage her from doing it. I want her to try. If she needs help, I'll help her. But I was just thinking about, it's going to be bigger and heavier, how to keep those sides up. Because the sides, are going to be, I guess they'd be 4 or 5 inches deep. I want to encourage her to keep crocheting, but she can't crochet very tight. Her little hands are so frail. She's been telling me for a couple of months about a Moses basket. She said she doesn't have a pattern. She's just going to have to wing it from a picture that she has. Which I was thinking more like an oval. Like it'd start out to an oval rug. That's what I was picturing it as. Not so square. Plastic canvas. Hey, that's a good idea. That's a really good idea. And my sister's good at plastic canvas. That is a good idea. And y'all, I will forget. Let me grab my pen. Where's my pen? I have so much going through my brain at one time. I will forget if I don't write it down. My pen's coming apart. So I'm going to ask Mother about that. What about plastic canvas? And speaking of that, my sister does that. She may have some plastic available. Yeah, I was thinking oval. Because I guess it just depends on how tight you do it. I thought the oval would stand up better than the square. I don't know. It's something to think about. But plastic canvas is a good idea. I never thought of that. I kept thinking of some kind of rope. Mother was saying jute, which is in the sewing department, but that jute, we looked at it at Walmart, and it's like $5 for 6 feet. And you're going to, I think it was 6 feet. You're going to have a lot of it. So that would be an expensive way to go, was that jute. Plastic canvas. But is a plastic canvas going to be... You talking about just using the plastic canvas for the sides, maybe? Or the whole thing? Because those holes in the plastic canvas is really tiny. She wants it to have that rope look. That's a good idea. I'll tell her about it tomorrow. I'm probably going to go down and see her tomorrow, take her embroidery needles. Yeah, that's what I thought too. It looks rough. It looks like a miniature rope, and I was thinking that would kind of burn her hands. That'd be hard to hold it in. You know, if it slides through, it's going to burn like a rope burn. I think that's why I was thinking of something more like the clothesline. It's smooth, but it's thick, but it's also flimsy. If I remember clothesline right, it's like a white cord or an off-white cord, but it's flimsy. Okay. All right. I see what you're saying. Make a pocket in there. Okay. That's a good idea too. Is Holly still in here? I think she left. I'm just sitting here goofing off, y'all. Y'all need to give me some ideas for some content for videos. When I get moved over in the house, hopefully by this month, hopefully it's going to be this month, I'm going to start making videos again. Blaine's not going to be around in them. She just doesn't want to. I don't know when y'all might get to see her again. But I enjoy spending time with y'all, and I enjoy making videos. I don't know how to edit and that stuff either. Blaine's usually my camera person. Make two and put the plastic in between. That's a good idea. 2 pieces. Mm-hmm. Y'all both just had the same idea. Yeah, and yeah, she could stitch them together too. If she does 2 pieces, just go through whip stitch it. Mm-hmm. That's a good idea. Yeah, we put some things out, the random acts of crochet kindness from Facebook. The girls and I, Lamia and Jordan and me, I made some little things and put them out in the world. I haven't seen any of them come up on that Facebook page, so I'm wondering if they were found. They should be. The girls hid some in Walmart and some in the library, and I've been watching to see if they've been found. Because Lamia was like, how are we going to know if somebody finds? I said, the only way we would know is if they posted on that page. Yeah, y'all thinking alike. Great minds think alike, isn't that what they say? But that's a really good idea. Plastic canvas is not that expensive if we have to buy some. My sister may have a bunch, though, if she's still doing plastic canvas. She used to do Barbie furniture, little Barbie food pieces, all kind of stuff. Oh, that's okay, Holly. That's fine. I just didn't know if you were still here. Now it says there's 5 people in here. Y'all say hello, whoever you are out there. What you up to? I'm making a basket out of scraps. Yours never got posted, so you don't know if anybody found them. That's the only thing. You don't know if the person's not interested in posting it. You'll never know. I just hope they make somebody smile, you know. lift somebody up. We may never know who found them, if they were found. But I saw where somebody posted on that page, a crocheter, that they had made some things, and one place they had put one, an employee in Walmart went behind them and picked it up and put it in the garbage. It wasn't hurting anybody. That's just sad. She was so sad. She laid it, and then they just went right behind her and got it and put it in the trash. I know me, I try not to be rude, but I think I would have had to say, why did you do that? Was that really bothering you? Because whoever that lady was, she took the time and the care to make that for somebody special to find. Yeah. So many of those stories. Yeah, I'm not really surprised about it either. And y'all, I was going to try to find my rabbit pattern today and make some more of these. I can't find my pattern. I don't remember where I got it. I was thinking it was free on Yarn Inspirations, maybe. Because it's been a couple of years ago that I got the pattern. But if y'all find a pattern, let me know. I love that bunny. It's actually for a bigger bunny. I'm like you, Judy. I would be polite, but I wouldn't be able to keep my mouth shut. I would have said something like this. Was that really bothering you? Why did you do that? Why would you do that? But you know what? Since all this mess before, the mess that caused the shut-ins, we'll say, people are scared. They're scared that somebody's going to put something in something. So I guess they may have had a mindset like that. Okay, I'll look that person up. I love the bunnies. I'm going to find my pattern and do little bitty ones, like I said last night, for, the backpack buddies. Miss Terry from Yarn Joy made a backpack buddy of a little tiny hamburger for Jordan. It is like this tall and probably about this big around, and I don't know how she does that tiny stuff. It's so cute. And then she made Lamia a little ice cream cone. So they have Jordan has hers on her medical backpack with her EpiPen, and Mia just carries hers around in her purse like a keychain. I made round tuits, and they made them into keychains, and I made a little square person with crazy hair. I just put several strands of yarn through there and tied it, and then I combed it with a comb. And oh, you saw them? Yeah. I love the little crazy haired doll. I forgot what I said on there, but it was something like I hope your day goes amazing and things aren't as bad as my hair, or something like that, for that little doll. It was so cute. I forgot exactly what I wrote on there, but it was just to make somebody smile. Sandra, if y'all saw Blaine right now, you wouldn't recognize her, I bet. She's grown her hair back out long, and she colored it a couple of nights ago. It came out redder than she wanted. Yeah, I got on the square bear kick and enlarged those for my grandkids, and it took me about 3 weeks to make 6 of those big things. But anyway, Blaine, her hair is a deep dark red. She said it was way redder than what she wanted. She's a natural redhead, but it's more like a light strawberry red. So it's this really dark bold. And she's always had, I think, 2 earring holes here at the bottom, and for a while she had one up here. Now she's got, that what is it? What do you call it in here? People do it to help with migraines inside there. I forgot what it's called. She's got both of those now. She's got 2 earrings here, earrings up here, earrings here. She redid her nose. Her nose was done on the right side. And then we had a dog years ago, and he was playing with her and bumped it and tore it a little bit. So she let that heal up, and it left a little scar. So she got the other side pierced, and she had what is called the snake bites a few years, before she had Mia. She let those heal up, and then she's got this one re-pierced. Last time I saw her was a famous gathering. Let's see, what famous gathering was it? Oh, a family gathering. Yeah. Yeah, a lot's changed. I mean, this has just been going on a couple of months. She had another tattoo put on her arm here, and the person that did it messed it up so bad, y'all. It got infected, and her skin actually peeled. It took a very, very long time to get it healed, and then she got it healed. And about 2 or 3 months ago, she went and had it recolored and fixed it. She has a roommate now, a girl living over there now, and they have matching tattoos here. I see. Yeah. Yeah. She just got those piercings like 2 weeks ago, I think. This one is still healing. It's still really, really red. And one of her ears up here is red. But she looks nothing like she did when you saw her. And I took Lamia yesterday. She wanted to get her hair freshened up because her hair is thick and heavy, and Blaine hadn't been able to have time off to take her, so I volunteered to take her. Let me see if I can pull this photo up. She's so stinking cute. She has been wanting bangs her whole life. And take the pup out. Go ahead. Good night, Judy. I'm so glad you came in. Let me see if you can see this, if it'll come up. Sandra, I don't know if it'll come up without coming out white. Can you see that? Lamia got her first bangs. We got about 3 or 4 inches cut off the length. Got it thinned a little bit because it's so thick and heavy, and she finally got her bangs. Look how big that child is. Almost 9. But she's so beautiful. Looks like a little Blaine mini-me, doesn't she? Yeah, she is growing up. She comes up to Blaine's shoulder, but Blaine's only, this is strange. Blaine thought she was 5 feet for the longest, and she's lost a lot of weight. Not a lot. She's lost like 30-something pounds, maybe about 32 pounds, I think. And that kind of makes you stand up taller when you don't have that extra weight on you. She's actually, I think they measure her at 5'3" now, and Mia comes up to her shoulder. But Mia's dad's real tall. He's about 6'3". So I think Mia is going to be what you'd consider average, when Blaine is considered a little bit below average. I think she's going to be average or above. She's going to be taller than Blaine for sure. So she's here with me every day, except for right now she's at her daddy's for the weekend. She's with me every day except for Blaine's days off, which last week was Saturday and Monday. This week is Sunday and Monday. So I won't have her Monday, and I'll get her back Tuesday. And I'm homeschooling her in the 3rd grade now. She's doing so good, y'all. She knows her multiplication table from last year, and a lot of the kids in school are not even learning that until a higher grade. But she's, some children, if they're interested in school, they're like gung ho, all in. That's Mia. She is gung ho. She gives it her all because she loves, like a little sponge. She loves learning right now. So we're just giving her everything we can, keeping her busy for an 8-year-old. I didn't realize it was getting this late either. We didn't get back till late this evening from being at Volkswagen, and then I had told them before you came in, Sandra, we took my friend Michael that's blind. He wanted Mexican food. And we went and picked him up to go get something to eat. We were trying to cheer him up because he lost his dad this past week. But then when we dropped him off and I came home, right before I got on the computer, he texted me and said his blood pressure was high and he was just nervous. He thinks that the restaurant was kind of noisy, and he thinks that with his grief and all, that he just had a nerve attack or something. He said he had to take some blood pressure medicine, though, because his blood pressure shot up, which kind of worried me. I don't think he ate anything that would run it up. But I told him if he needed anything, just let me know, because, he's blind and he lives alone. Yeah, I need to go too. I was basically telling Judy about, catching up on what happened with the car. It was, the last 2 days was nerve-wracking, but Blaine stood her ground and got what she wanted. And so we got the car thing figured out. And it's a dark gray Volkswagen Taos, Taos. I told Blaine I'm going to write a little C in there so it looks like tacos. My taco mobile. But y'all have a good night. I just wanted to stop in and say hello for a little bit. I love you, and I'll see you soon, okay? Whoever else is in here, thanks for stopping in. Good night, y'all.